Okay, the last question on the test that some of you had difficulty with was figuring out the surface area of the cylinder. So this is mostly a grade 8 concept, and in order to understand it, you have to know what pi is, what a radius is, and what a diameter is. So if you take this cylinder and you break it into a net, it's going to look like I've cut it open and I've unrolled it, and then I would have a lid here, and I would have a lid here. So to figure out, of course, the cylinder, it's just going to be a rectangle, and the area of a rectangle is going to be base times the height. Pretty easy peasy here, and the height, as you can see, is 8 centimeters. Where it becomes a bit more difficult is figuring out the base of this particular rectangle. In order to do that, I have to know what the circumference of this circle is. So to figure out the circumference of the circle, what I have to do is I have to multiply pi by the diameter of the circle. Now it shows me that the diameter is 12, so I'm going to take 3.14 and I'm going to multiply that by 12. And I'm going to use a calculator over here to do that. 3.14 times 12 gives me 37.68. 37.68. So that means that my base is 37.68, and then I would multiply that by 8 centimeters. So base times height, 37.68 times 8. Multiplied by 8 gives me a total of 301.44 centimeters squared for just the actual cylinder itself. I still haven't figured out the top and the bottom. So to figure out the area of a circle, what I have to do is I have to multiply pi r squared, or 3.14 times r times r. Because please remember that r squared means r times r, or radius times 8 radius. It does not mean times 2. So I know that the diameter is 12 and that the radius is always half of the diameter. So the radius is going to be 6 centimeters. So I'm going to take 3.14 and I'm going to multiply that by 6 times 6, which gives me 36. So 36, and again I'm going to use a calculator, times 3.14 gives me 113.04, and that gives me the area of, say, just the lid or just the base. So I'm going to multiply that by 2 to give me the lid and the bottom. And that's going to give me 226.08 centimeters squared. So that's the top and the bottom, and that's the actual cylinder. I'm going to add the two of those together. So 301.44 plus 226.08, and that's going to give me 527.48 centimeters squared as the full area of this particular cylinder. Thanks so much, and I hope that helps.